Sorry, I was trying to say yes, and I couldn't
Oh,
unmute. Yes, yes.
okay. I'm gonna lower your hand then.
Yeah, sorry.
Um, okay, so we're recording now, and quite frankly, I'm smoking. Okay, it's been a day. All right, I'm making like 6,000 freaking pierogies today, and I haven't even began to stuff them. So it's been a day, and I'm gonna smoke. And I think all of the team already knows I smoke, so I don't really even care that it's on live. Okay. So, anyways, sponsoring. Um, I wanted. I'm kind of glad that this is a smaller group, because I wanted your input as well. And I know if we have a really huge group too, like it becomes too much. You know what I mean? Everybody's talking, and then it takes over the entire call, and then we don't get what we meant to get done. So the thing is, I want you guys to shout out to me a little bit, maybe of what you're doing specifically for sponsoring. Are you using attraction marketing? Are you using messaging? Are you using, like, what is it that you are using? What method are you using when you are sponsoring?
So I use messaging, and I just posted on Facebook.
Like a attraction post, or like
I posted one not too long ago, because remember we talked Friday, like, don't ask to join.
right
Just like, just sitting outside watching my kids play and working my business, like something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you're using messaging and attraction marketing.
Yeah, and I do message girls that I think would be perfect for the opportunity.
Okay. So those are the two things that I find are the best. All right. I do not think that recruiting posts work. I mean, everyone has a different way of doing it, and your way may be successful for you, and it may not be successful for me or for somebody else. But I mean, if you find that something's working, then that's what you got to do. But the fact is, I feel that the best ways for me, and what helps me sponsor the most, and I've said this a lot, and I know that I've said it to a lot of you guys, but I mean, we're all in different places on different days, and sometimes it doesn't sink in. But the best of the best way to sponsor is through attraction marketing, is through your peeps on Facebook, and your friends and your family and whoever else you may come into contact with, is for them to see you having fun. That's what it is. It's not you posting a picture of the kit and saying, join my team, and I feel like a lot of you on here know that. That that's not going to be the most effective way for us to sponsor, right? The most effective way is that excitement, is the energy. If you are putting off high energy, if you're putting off high excitement, if people are loving what you're doing, if they are loving you putting on makeup on live, if they're loving the fact that you took your whole family on a Disney vacation, if they're loving the fact that you're able to live half a year in Florida, half a year in the North, if you are showing that, and you're showing that, in a way that it's not like every time you're saying, thanks, unique, like, thanks, what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, I mean, showing your office for the day is a cool way of doing it, especially for those of us that are not in an office every day, but working from home or from the pool or from the beach or from anywhere. That's obviously like key attraction marketing, right? And the thing is, then we go into the other half of that, which is messaging, which Becky said as well. And the messaging has helped me tremendously as well, as long as it is genuine people who I personally have interacted with. I don't I am not one to do cold selling and cold messaging, period. That's just not me. That's not how my business goes. Other people, they'll go all day long. They will talk to people that they've never met before, and they'll make them their warm market Terry Miner. And, you know, like, it doesn't matter. But that's, you know, for example, that's Terry's strength. She'll talk to anybody. That's not my strength. Because as much as you guys see me, and a lot of people may look at me and be like, oh, she's extremely outgoing, or she's an extrovert. The truth remains, I am very much an introvert. Very much. This is my place. This is my home. So I will go on, and you can put me on a frickin' soapbox and I could go for days. Okay? But when it comes to outside people who are not a part of my, you know, my circle, it just doesn't work that way. I don't know what to say. Unless they get me on a common ground with something, I'll be like, yeah, okay, whatever. Let's be friends on Facebook. I'll do that all day long. And then I may, you know, because I can do glorious things from behind a computer. And I'll make friends with them, and they'll become a part of my warm market that way. But face-to-face, for me, is different. I shut down. That's just a little something about me that you may not know. So for me, the best way to sponsor and sell, for that matter, is by just attraction marketing, period. Becky, since you spoke up first, I'm going to ask you, what are you saying in your messages?
I forget, somebody like posted it not too long ago. I don't know, on one a group page, but I do it to like customers, like good customers, and just like, hey, I think you would be really great at this. I mean, I can't remember exactly what I put.
Okay, so
but
who
I just
on here knows what the 3 C's are?
Oh shoot, you've told me that before.
Okay, so we know, a lot of us know what the 3 C's, everybody know what the 3 C's are? I'm trying to see here. Does everybody know? Yes, no. Kendra does not. All right, so I'm going to go real quick. What are the 3 C's? Crazy, compliment, confidence. It is a super easy way to not sound like a spammer, okay? And to sound genuine. But the key is you have to be genuine when you're saying it. So, all right, girl, you're going to think I'm absolutely out of my mind, and I might be. But the fact is, you're so freaking beautiful. Your eye makeup is on point every day, and I know you would crush this. That's the 3 C's right there. Crazy, compliment, confidence. You're crazy for asking them. You're going to compliment them with something amazingly genuine. It has to be genuine. It has to be real. Don't tell them that their eye makeup is on point if they've got raccoon eyes every day, okay? If they look like they, you know, haven't blended a day in their life, you're not going to compliment their eye makeup, you know? That you can find something else beautiful about them to compliment, for sure, you know, and then you're going to finish it up with confidence. You know, without a freaking doubt in your mind, that they could kill this. But the other half of this is that you have to believe that. You know, you're not going to say that to every, you know, Cindy Lou Who down the road. You're not going to say that to everyone, because they are going to feel whether or not your confidence is genuine or whether it's spamtastic. Okay? Whether or not you really mean, oh my God, you would kill this. Or whether or not you're just saying that to get them to join your team. That comes off. Regardless of if you want it to come off, it comes off. So the 3 C's: crazy, compliment, confidence. Again, say you look at them and it looks like they don't know how to put a stitch of makeup on. That's okay. If they've got a killer personality, that's what you're complimenting them on. You're complimenting them on the fact that they've got a killer personality, that you think that they could, they could never have used makeup in their life and still crush this opportunity. It's the truth. It's the truth. And I'm seeing a little ex-Mennonite in the corner there shaking her head, because the fact is that was Becky. Becky had no idea how to do freaking makeup. She didn't. But now she does. She had something else that her sponsor saw in her. And it could have been a million things, because Becky has a million things that she brings to the table. But the fact is, that's it. It has to be real. It has to be genuine in order for it to work. Because when you're being real, when you're being genuine, when you're actually being authentic and making them feel your confidence in them, that's going to help. Is it going to seal the deal immediately? No, not always. Sometimes they'll be like, really? All right, I'll give it a go. That happens. Sometimes they're like, all right, okay. And then sometimes they're like, you're out of your mind. There's no way I could do what you do. I could never go live. I could never, I wouldn't know the first thing about selling makeup or skincare. I wouldn't do that, because you may have confidence in them that they don't have in themselves. And then you go into the fact that, well, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I know different. I know different. And you're not in this by yourself. That's another huge thing, to let them know that they are not in this by themselves. Because the fact is, another thing is, people will not sign up because they're terrified that they don't know what they're doing. And the truth, especially with our team, it doesn't matter if you know what you're doing, because you have 900 beautiful women standing behind you, here to help you and support you and point you in the right direction to the right training that you need. And now, more than ever, now we have the new presenter training, right? Which gives them the step-by-step biggest things that they need to know right off the bat, which, pat me on the freaking back, I think is awesome. Okay. I think it is awesome. I'm in love with it. I think it's great. And I think that every single person needs to utilize it. And if you have not been on one live yet, I highly suggest, I don't care if you've been with us for 5 minutes or 3 years, get on there, even on one of the recordings, and watch it. See what it is about. And so you know what to tell your girls, and encourage them to get on it. Because there are so many people on our teams that it is not that they are doing all of the things and just not having any luck sponsoring. The fact is, they're not doing the things. They're not doing any of the things because they're terrified to be leaders. They're terrified to be responsible to show somebody else what they need to do. I get it. If you're not confident in yourself, you're certainly not going to be confident in showing somebody else. Right? Well, we've just taken the majority of that out of it. Now, do you still have to be a good sponsor and follow up with them, especially the 72-hour period after they see the new sponsor training or the new presenter training? Absolutely. And you need to be in touch with them as often as possible. And different people need you to be in touch with them at different times. Okay, for example, really quick here, I've got Becky. All right. When I sponsored Becky took off running on her own. I stepped in and checked in on her and stuff, but Becky was not one of my personally enrolled that I had to hold her hand and walk around and show her every single thing because she figured it out on her own. That's just what she did. And you are going to be blessed with some people like that. Other people, it's going to take a while and it's going to take more hand-holding than others. You know, what would I give to have sponsored 97 people like Becky? We'd be black status freaking 15 by now. Okay? That's the thing. Not everybody is going to be that way. Not everybody is going to run on their own. That's how I was. That's how a majority of you were. And key thing here is you're here right now. Okay? You take the initiative and you run with it. So everybody you sponsor is not going to be like that, unfortunately. Kind of blows a little bit, all right? I mean, because we really, really wish that everybody would. And we really, really wish that everybody would see the opportunity and this right here, this sisterhood, the way we see it. But it's not the case. You know what I mean? It's not always going to be that way. But that's why we keep at it and we keep sponsoring and we keep sharing our love and we keep sharing our energy and we keep exploding all over the place. I'm not saying go and annoy people. Don't, like, you can have other conversations in the world other than unique. Okay. But I will tell you that every conversation that I have with somebody at some point or another, unique gets tied in there. In the slightest, tiniest way or in the biggest way. I was on the phone the other day with a friend of mine who is splitting up with her husband. Now, mind you, I have been on her since I joined that this would be a good fit for her. It would be amazing, actually. And so we're talking about, you know, this horrible situation that she's going through. And guess what came up? Unique. An opportunity that could give her everything, her and her son, everything that they could ever possibly want and need. And a huge, huge support system that will love on her, that will uplift her, that will empower her, that will validate her during this nightmare that she's going through. Showing people how it's not just the business. That, for me, and I don't know if this is true for any of you, but showing people that it's not just, oh, you could make money, even though people like money, okay, they like it a lot, but even though that's, you are showing them the possibility of their future. You are showing them the possibility that lies before them. You're not just showing them the little picture, you're showing them the big picture. And you're being honest and you're being genuine and you're putting it out there. And people, when you know you're doing it right, okay, this is another thing. You will know that you are on the right track when people tell you, I love how real you are. When people tell you, because that means a lot of things. When someone says, I love how real you are, they're telling you that they trust you, that they believe you are not a phony, that they're in it with you. And I mean, the biggest thing though is that trust. Because if somebody trusts you, they know you're not bullshitting them, and they know that this opportunity might be a good thing. And they know when you tell them that this is so much more than makeup, and that this is so much more than, you know, pedicure money, they believe you. And they're willing to take the leap. I feel in my heart that that is the key to sponsoring. It's not telling them about the kit. It's not telling them that they can get $400 some worth of product for $99. I don't even mention it. I don't even mention the kit. You can go through my timeline and look at when I posted about that kit, and you won't find it. You won't find it. And yet I am continuously sponsoring people. It is what they see, but more importantly, what they feel when I talk to them. That is what does it. They feel my passion. They feel my excitement. They feel my authenticity. And so they trust me. And they feel the confidence that I have in them. And because of that, they join. Or they hear me drop an F-bomb on live and they say, that's my girl. That's happened too. That's happened too. So
yes, it did.
so there's that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would like you guys to give me some input. How do you, those of you who I know sponsor, Becky, you're a fantastic sponsorer. I know you feel like you've been struggling recently, but the fact is you've done quite a bit of sponsoring yourself.
Yeah.
I know Terry has sponsored her rear end off. You have.
I have lately, not so much.
Okay, and that's but what got them? That's what I want to know. What got these people, the people who are actually working the business, maybe not so much the kidnappers.
It's all attraction. Like for me, it's all my attraction marketing, and I get tons of leads on like when I'm traveling and when I'm doing things like, and then I can tell like my slump right now is because like I've made poor financial decisions, so I've been broke all summer, so I haven't been doing anything, and
Yeah.
so that's what honestly I think that's where my slump is right now is because I haven't been doing anything. I haven't like convention was good for me. The leadership retreat was good for me. I got lots of good leads out of that. I got a lot of good leads, but no one like took the bait. But I mean, a lot of people are broke. It's back to school time. I get it.
Yeah.
99 a lot of time money. I get it. But and I think that's a lot of it is like just I've got to just get out of the slump and go take my kids to the park and make it look like it was the most fantastic time. Bless my heart, thanks to my makeup. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes and I'm not saying go on there and fake it all.
No, yeah.
But sometimes when times are tough, you got to.
Oh yeah. And I've been in my own I've been in my own head real bad. But I'm getting better. But and a lot of it
Better and better every day, baby.
Every day is you've got to have business conversations with these people and stop having kidnapper conversations. And that is that's probably also why I haven't sponsored anybody and I've been in a slump because I do not want a kidnapper. I'm not, if I think you're kidnapping, I'm whatever, go sign with somebody else. Like I don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. If you really want to build a business, if you really want to do something, you need to be having business conversation. Because let's face it, we can have 100 kidnappers, womp, 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 or we can have 5 people that are working. I'll take 5 people working over 100 kidnappers any day of the week. Any day of the week.
Sure.
And those are the conversations that we need to be having. And I mean, I'm preaching to my own choir, my own self, because it's easy to find kidnappers. Oh, you can just get a discount. Oh yeah, da 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 da.
Absolutely. Wendy, what's up?
So I totally get where you're coming from, Terry, but coming from myself, I was literally a kidnapper. I was not going to sell at all. And now I'm going for green. So if somebody like looked at me and said, "Oh, you just want it for the makeup?" Yeah, I just wanted it for the makeup. I had no idea that there was a thing as network marketing. I had no idea. I had none of it. I thought you just go on and buy makeup like a little Avon catalog. I had no idea until I joined.
And there is, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna play devil's advocate on both sides because
I'm gonna mute.
So here's the deal. I will never ever tell somebody don't sign up.
Oh
You
no,
know what
no,
I mean?
and
And if even if they want to be a kidnapper, that's fine. I mean, I'm not promoting kidnapping. And like I said, I will not promote that. But if somebody wants to sign up as a kidnapper, Wendy was a kidnapper, Kendra was a kidnapper, Amanda was a kidnapper,
I was a kidnapper.
you were a kidnapper.
I
So you
don't
know,
advertise.
but I will not, I've also learned that I will not waste my time going after them once they sign up. I will do this. And this is for all of you. If you haven't done this, I remember in the beginning, we used to say, don't add kidnappers to the groups. I completely disagree with that now. Because that will be a decision-making factor when they see how close we all are. When they see that, that will be something that would draw them in. And that, for me, with kidnappers that I have sponsored, has been a big thing. They're like, oh, well, maybe I will do this, because of that. So I would never, ever I would never say don't join, or whatever, but I wouldn't also sit there wasting my time trying to get them to do training, trying to get them to do this and this and this and this, is because the thing is then you're going to get people too, if you are in that business mind, who are secret kidnappers, who are going to waste your time even more because they don't want to tell you that they don't want to work the business. They don't want to tell you, you know what I mean? Because it could be a friend, it could be something, they could be worried about disappointing you. But truth be told, they have no desire to work the business, and you are wasting hours upon hours, whatever it may be, trying to get them into the business, because we do this. Every single one of us is guilty of wanting it more for somebody than they want it for themselves at one point or another. And so I will say to people, like I said, I don't promote the kidnapping, but if somebody comes in and they're like, all right, I'm just kidnapping here, or I may work the business at some point, maybe not right now. I'm like, all right, go ahead, come on, bring it in. And they have turned into actual, like really, really good team members, but I've also learned that I have wasted probably a year of this business, if we added up all the time that I've wasted on people who don't actually want it, who don't actually have the vision, who were too afraid at one point or another, whatever, to tell me that they didn't want it, that they didn't want the business. And then you're just wasting your time and not working on finding new people who do want it or whatever. Because the fact is too, a kidnapper, if they're going to stay qualified, you need that in your circle anyways. When you get up there, you need to have circle sales. So you need to have people in your circle who are going to contribute to those. So sometimes the kidnappers aren't bad, you know? Anybody?
I just don't advertise it anymore. Like,
Exactly. Me neither.
Yeah. I'm not, I mean, if someone comes to me and says, hey, I want to sign up about the, can I just get a discount? Oh, yeah, cool. But I don't waste, like Jill said, I don't waste a lot of time with them. I add them to my team page and I do what I do.
And move on.
Don't waste, yeah.
And move
I
on. And then
don't-
if I see their numbers creeping,
yeah.
I say, hey, you buying for yourself or you selling to people? Well, I'm not. And then it moves from I'm just going to kidnap to, well, I'm just to my family, you know, just for my family. And then it moves to, well, you know, a few friends liked it. Then it moves to, I'm going for pink, you know, like out of nowhere. So it can, you just don't know. You don't know where it could lead. But yeah, I'm not one to recommend advertising it. Like I see those pictures with the little, like, you know, ninja looking thing, you know, or whatever, burglar, kidnapping. And I won't do that, you know, but like I said, even at the beginning of this call, to each their own. If something is working for someone, it may not be working for me. Everything that I say or do that I tell you about is something that works for me. That's something that I have found, you know, through trial and error, whatever that works for me. And there's a good chance it could work for you. But there's also a chance that you found something else that works for you and go with it, run with it, and tell us all about it. Because as much as I like to think that I know everything, I don't. Almost everything, but I don't know everything. I know. Calm down. Get your jaws off the ground. It's true. It's true. Kendra knows everything, though. Everything. Tell you that much. Right, Clarky? Yeah. All right, shoot some more out at me. What are you guys doing? What tell me about your sponsoring. Tell me what's happening with it or what is absolutely not happening with it. 1, 2, 3, go.
I'm talking to 6 different girls right now, and I said in a leader chat what the one girl, she was asking me all kinds of questions. She didn't even know we had a mission statement. She just thought I got on Facebook and shared this makeup with everybody.
Yeah.
So I encourage my girls to message 5 girls and tell them about the mission behind Unique too. You know, because so many people don't realize what we're even trying to do, you know, uplift, empower, and validate. And the fact that there's this haven for, you know, sexually abused women. If people see that kind of mission too, they're more like, oh, this might be a company I want to do.
Yeah.
So,
well, huge. Agree. And I was talking about this actually with Becky's team on Friday. There is a serious lack of that going on. A serious lack of us. Yes, I wouldn't say there's a lack of us spreading the mission so much as spreading our core foundation and why we even exist. That is huge. Huge. I want you to look at this right now. 1 in 4, okay? 1 in 4 out of the 12 of us here. Out of the 12 of us here, 3 of us, at least, that's a huge deal. And some people may not be ready But just think about somebody's life that they wouldn't make this decision. They would never, they wouldn't even think about it. And then they find out about this mission, and they find out about the retreat, and they find out why we are doing what we're doing in the first place, why the company was even started. And they say, oh my God, I need to get behind this. And maybe they're not 1 in 4, but maybe their sister was. Maybe they're not 1 in 4, but maybe their daughter was, or their granddaughter was, or their aunt or their mother or somebody was, you know? Oh shit, is Amanda crying again? Son of a bitch.
It gets me every time.
Damn it.
Every
That's my
time.
goal. Every Zoom call, that's my goal. How
Yeah,
soon can I make
anytime I talk about the mission, it just,
I know, because that's what it is right there. That's what it is. And I feel like we would be solidly sponsoring if that was number one, the way it should be number one. If the foundation was the number one thing that you told them about, that is the solid, you can count on those people. If they stand behind that mission, you can count on them to do what we're here to do. Yeah.
I had a kidnapper who started asking about like the comp plan, and our conversation totally, I geared it to go right towards the foundation and talking about that and how that's what sucked me in. And she changed her mind that instant to become a worker so she could raise awareness because of that.
Exactly.
Just simply having that conversation with her took her from going, oh, now I really want to do something with this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and I earned my necklace today.
Yay, I saw that. Congrats.
Sorry.
Congrats, girl.
It'll give more reason to talk about it when people say, oh, that's a nice necklace.
Uh-huh.
Well, guess what? It's all about the mission.
Oh.
Stephanie, I just read your comments. Girl, you need to talk about the mission. Me being a survivor myself, you need to talk about the mission. Just do.
And honey, let me see your face. Get over here.
Yeah, Stephanie, put your video back on.
There she is. There's my girl. Who gives a shit if you break?
I do every time.
You know you're going to. Let's just think about how dehydrated you were at convention, okay? Who
Embrace
cares?
it.
Do you want to know what that shows? Do you want to know what that shows? That shows the authenticity that I've been talking about. That's what that shows. It shows that you're real. It shows that you are passionate. It shows that you are a survivor. You are the reason this company was founded. And so it is your mission, as well as the company's, just so happens that they go together, to share that. Because I want you to think about what it's done for you and what it's going to do for you even more so when you get home from Haven. And think about all of the other people who may have been in your situation or in a similar situation that could be helped by this opportunity. that could heal, you know, and use that. Don't be afraid of nothing. And you're frozen. Oh, because she's typing. Okay, you're going to. If you don't want him to know, which is something we can talk about, if you don't want him to go, then, or if you don't want him to know, then you need to figure out something else. And then you can tell him later when you're ready. But you're going to Utah, you're going to corporate for this, that, or the other thing. You need to go for you. Sorry, I'm like so close to the screen because I'm looking at you. I'm like all up in your face right now.
Oh, I didn't know I wasn't mute.
Okay? Okay. You're going to go. Whether or not you need to, that can all be figured out later. Who else got something for me? I feel like Kendra really wants to talk.
She does want to talk.
I see it.
You know her.
I see it. She's got something wonderful to say.
Nothing.
Bullshit.
I
Bullshit.
know nothing. Nothing.
You are so full of wisdom, though.
We had a good brunch today, the 5 of us, and we
Yes.
talked about sponsoring as well.
And what did you guys?
We got some people on our radar, and we're going to try to approach it the way you suggested.
Okay.
So Jade's got like 3 or 4 people. Kendra's got 2. Well, one, we're going to act like he doesn't make a difference in this
Right.
world. So who cares? Even though, Lord Jesus, we'd all be like black status 25.
Don't you put that in? Don't you put that shit on him? You're going to be black.
No. Oh, no, I know, but I'm just saying. But we all, like, Tracy has a couple. Sam's back in it. She's going to start, So
Yeah,
it was
she
good.
messaged me. She told me that she was back.
Yep, she's back.
I'm really happy.
So it was a really good meeting.
Good.
Brunch.
Good. I think Zoom went well, too, no?
Yeah, I think it did. Absolutely.
You guys didn't call me today, so,
We were too busy drinking bottomless mimosas.
Lushes.
Besides Kendra, because she drank too much Saturday night. She had
Why you put
cotton
my
brain.
business? Don't put my business on the street.
Kendra, have I told you before that you're my spirit animal? Because the beautiful amazingness that falls out of your mouth just makes my life such a happy place.
Something wants to fall out of my mouth right now. I think I need more Tylenol.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to do with you. Other than, just tell you I love you, Sparky. Oh, that's it. Anywho, who else has got stuff? What, tell me. Come to me, all who are, I missed church today, I forgot. All who are weak and weary. I don't know. Something about
Carla got her 3 sponsors like a beast.
What?
She earned her charm.
Girl.
But I have to say, hold on, let me turn my video back on just a minute. Where's the button here? Okay, wait, can you see me? Okay.
Mhm.
The only way that I got somebody to for me is I actually did a video. I know you say that you, but I actually like started talking about the kit and the
Okay.
amazing value you get
Okay. Well, so that
in.
will pull some people in.
Yeah.
It will. And the thing that I was going to close with is something that we talked about on our leader Zoom, and we also talked about on your guys' team Zoom that we did on Friday. I want each and every one of you to make an opportunity video. A couple minutes, an opportunity video, which can talk about the kit. I definitely want it to talk about the foundation. Snippets here and there, leave them wanting more, and leave them needing to answer, like asking questions, you know what I mean? Getting them, wanting them, or I can't speak. I can't even get a freaking sentence out. You want them to ask questions, okay? I want everybody to create one, including myself. And another thing is, yes, it does not need to be a video. It does not need to be a live. It's better if it's a video so that you can cut and edit and keep it short and sweet. You know? And the other thing is, I am going to ask each of you, and I would like it, I would say I would really, really love it if we could do it by Wednesday. This is another thing that I had talked about with the leaders, is to send me a 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute of what Unique has done for you. What it's done for you. As simple as makeup or changed your life. But just a little, like, 1 minute video. I'm going to cut them all up. And the one thing that I will ask you to say at some point during the video is, Unique has changed my life. Or it's changed my life. Or something along those lines. Because I'm going to be incorporating everybody saying that at one time in the video. But it's going to be a more like a feelings opportunity video, okay, is what it's basically going to be. So I would really, really appreciate it if you guys could do that for me by Wednesday. Just a quick recording of obviously you're not going to tell your whole Unique story or what it's done for you in entirety because, but it could be what it's done for you or why you joined. So it could be something as simple as, I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. Boom. Unique has changed my life. Or I am I just saw Annie pop on. For Annie, I was becoming an empty nester. I needed something to do. Unique has changed my life. Boom. That's it. You know what I mean? Little things that I can clip to put together a video of all of us. And I'm actually going to be asking our all of our uplines to participate as well. And I feel like that video, once I get it together, can be a very powerful tool as well. Now, your personal opportunity video is going to be more powerful for you specifically. But this video of everybody, I feel like could be a very powerful tool because we all have different reasons. We all have different reasons why we joined, and we all have different things that it's done for us. So putting that out there in, a compact place, like in a video like that, is something that you could very easily share with your prospects. You know what I mean? Say, hey, and it could be a material to use like the way Eric Worre does things. Hey, if I could you, or if I would you, if I sent you this video, would you watch it? And then set up a time to ask what they thought about it. And that's in GoPro. And if you haven't read that yet, you need to. But I don't know. Do you feel like I don't know if I've answered things or like given you ideas or anything. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys that are on here are quite seasoned in this. And I don't know. Talk to me.
I just needed some validation, and you have done that for me, and I appreciate that, and I thank you for that.
Okay, well, I love you.
I love you.
How's anybody else feeling? Annie, you're muted. Let me unmute you.
A lot of people wish I was muted around here, I'm sure, honey. But how are you, gorgeous?
I am wonderful. I miss your face.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It took me my daughter leaves me on Friday, and this week's crazy, and I just thought, oh my God, I'll just see if you're still on, because I hate missing it, but sometimes it can't be helped.
Yeah.
But that was great. Like, what I caught was great. So you just and I'll listen back.
Yeah.
And I did a little opportunity video, you'll be pleased to know, and I've asked about 25 people if they would like to, interested. I've got a yes yet. They've all said no.
Well,
but anyway.
You know what? I want you to definitely listen back to the earlier part of this, because I went through different.
Yeah, I will.
But yeah, oh God, if Annie started sponsoring you guys, we'd be black.
Oh God, I know. I'm getting there. Do you know what?
I'm
been
so
8
proud of
months
you though.
now.
You just went boom, boom, sponsored. Like actual, like people interested in.
Yeah. Yeah, but and I think my niece will do well. I'm not, like, I hope, because you can sponsor them, but you want them to do something with it.
Right.
So, but Joe, I think Joe's going to really fly. Yeah. So I've got to keep going. Got to get me more kids.
Hold on a second. I'm going to have to hop off here in 2 seconds. Does anybody else have anything that they want to shout out? Anybody? Nothing. Anybody just want to?
Can I do something, a personal shout out?
Yeah.
I don't know why we can't get samples, but I've got a lot of people that would love that, the oil mask. So I don't know whether to just buy one anyway, a big one, and take it round to people, or like I said, if I paid you, to send them to me. What do you think? What should I just buy a big one and just carry it with me? Because they want to feel it and
see. Honestly,